Hi YouTube, it's Tony here and I'm back with a brand new video. This is actually long overdue. It's called How I Make My Lace Wigs Look Natural. As you know, I'm a big fan of wigs, especially since becoming au natural. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to find out what I did to this specific WowAfrican unit to make it look like it is growing out of my scalp, just keep watching. So this is the box that the wig comes in. Nothing particularly special, it's just a simple cardboard box. When you open it, however, there is a leaflet inside. Now on the left hand side of the leaflet there is a returns form should you wish to return the wig for any reason, and there's also some information on taking care of your wig and tips for maintaining curly hair, which I quite liked. On the flip side of the leaflet, they have a few photos of their styles. I recognize some of the girls on the back. Hopefully they have permission to use those photos, but that was quite good to see. When you go to open the wig, it's just in a standard plastic bag. Again, nothing too special, but they do outline the information on the front of the bag. So this is their virgin natural Yaki wig. It's 18 inches, GFL 19. That's the code for the wig. The hair is pretty thick. As you can see, it mimics 4C textured hair that's been blown out, so it's not silky, it's not super straight, it is very, very thick hair, but it is meant to mimic our hair. It's meant to mimic black hair when it's been relaxed. So inside of the cap, it's a glueless cap. You have a comb at the front, you have a comb at the back, and you do have an adjustable strap. So that allows you to tighten the wig if it is too big. So it is full lace. The lace is a medium brown color, so ever so slightly darker than my skin tone, but it's close enough. Now, when I get a lace wig, one thing I always do is tweeze the perimeter of the wig. So I go in between the baby hairs and the long hairs, and I just tweeze a few hairs out because I feel like that looks way more natural, because your hairline isn't really thick, it's quite thin. So just try and mimic that when you get the wig. So here I am with my wig cap on. I haven't done anything special to my hair, I just tied it back. Sometimes I do cornrows, sometimes I do little braids. It just depends on how I feel really. And yeah, when I feel lazy, I just tie it into a little bun and try and flatten it down as much as I can. Here's my very grubby hair toothbrush that I use to gel down my edges. To gel down my edges, I use the Eco Style. Oh yeah, I forgot that I almost dropped it everywhere. I use the Eco Styler olive oil gel. So there it is. It's really nice gel, holds down my edges, pretty slick. So I quite like it. So I use that on my baby hairs, particularly around my parting. I've given myself a side part for this style, and I just, go around the perimeter of my head. So after gelling my baby hairs down, I cut off the lace of the wig. You just want to cut off any of the lace that isn't attached to knots or any hair. So that's what I'm doing. Just going around and carefully cutting the lace, ensuring I don't accidentally rip any of it. So once I've cut the lace, I just wanted to show you actually. The deepest lace section is at the front. It's a center part, but I want to have a side part. So when I put this wig on, what I'm going to do is twist it round. You'll see me twisting it to ensure that the deepest section of the lace aligns with my parting, because I want to get as much parting out of this lace front wig as I can. So once I've aligned the lace with my parting, I then need to create a parting on the wig that needs to sit exactly where my natural part sits, and I'm doing that using a tail comb. So after determining where the parting will sit, oh, this is the parting, by the way. I quite like their parting space because it's not very, very tight. It does look natural. With that said though, my hair is quite thin at my temples. So to mimic that, I do tweeze the parting, even if the partings look quite natural. My parting is quite large. My hair is not very thick. My hair is quite thin, particularly at the front. So you know what, I say I tweeze depending on how tight the knots are. Sometimes I do just pull. It's very time consuming to tweeze, and that is what I did with this wig. I was lazy, and this is a bit of a cheat. It's a good tip though. Try not to break the lace, be very careful. But yeah, I just pulled it out of the parting. So this is the parting after I pulled out all the hair. It looks a lot more natural. So here I am again, aligning it with my natural parting. This wig, was much too big for me. I tightened those elastic bands at the back, but it was just way too big, way too big. So I did struggle a little bit. Here I am trying to tighten it again. Oh, and I'm going in with tweezers just to pluck a little bit of hair from the front, again to match the gap in my own parting. She wants it wonder, bad man, So as you can see, this hair is pretty wild. If you like getting a big hair, why do I keep saying big? If you like getting a wig fresh out the box and doing nothing to it, this wig is so not for you, by the way. So yeah, I just grabbed some bobby pins and I'm sticking the bobby pins into the wig to secure it a bit more because it is, like I said, way too big for me. So once I've done that, it's time to straighten the hair. I'm using my Badu smoothing vapor. I love this spray for straightening hair. It just leaves hair feeling really slick, really smooth, but light at the same time. It doesn't leave like a heavy residue on the hair, and I don't like that like gritty, sticky, heavy product buildup at all. So yeah, check out Badu. They're a great brand. I've used a lot of their stuff. I quite like this and their dry shampoo. So yeah, here I am going in with my Remington hair straightener, just straightening the wig, trying to get it as smooth as possible because it is very thick hair. So as you can see, the hair looks much lighter, much looser. This is a bit more to my liking. It's way easier to manage like this. So again, I'm just going through my hair with my Badu smoothing vapor and straightening it piece by piece. This was very time consuming, by the way. Hence why I'm speeding it up. So once the hair is straight, I just went into my roots and just straightened those up a bit. Just ensured my parting was still looking cool. Made it as flat as possible near the parting. And then I grabbed my razor because when I get a wig, I never ever wear it how it is out of the packet. I always cut in layers to frame my face. Now I started off with this razor, which is what I normally use. You could just buy this at your beauty supply store. Pax Cosmetics stock them in England, or just your like traditional Afro-Caribbean hair shop. I think you might be able to get similar razors in Boots. I always use a razor, but this time I struggled. The hair was very thick, so I just grabbed some huge scissors and used those instead. I was getting sick of using the razor. So I just went in piece by piece, picked up the hair that kind of touched my face and just trimmed that hair to add layers in. After doing that, I decided to curl the hair. So I've straightened the hair, I've cut the hair, and I'm going to add a bit of a curl. I like to curl away from my face. There is no kind of right way to do this. I just prefer that direction because I feel like it suits me more.
My gypsy girl, something to myself. She wants wider. Keep me money in my place. She looking at my eye order. He wants to wonder. Keep me moving so quick. You never see her coming. She wants to wonder.
So the hair is starting to come together. I've gone back in to gel down my edges a little more, but it's looking 10 times better than it did when I pulled it out of the packet, as you can see. Still not there yet though. So again, going in with my tweezer, I'm not happy with my parting, just trying to make it look as natural as possible. So now I'm grabbing my foundation. This is what I use on my face. This is the Bobbi Brown foundation stick. Because I want my parting to match my face, I'm just grabbing a tiny incy wincy bit of that foundation and I'm going to dab a little onto my parting.
She wants to wonder, bad man, na na na.
So I've gone back in with my straighteners to comb my hair a little bit more because I wasn't happy with the finished product. So here I am just zhuzhing it up, trying to make it look exactly how I want it to look. I don't think I was happy with my cutting of layers either, so I'm going back in to just trim the hair a little bit more. So here is the final product. I really hope you like it. I hope you like my tutorial as well. If you have any ideas for anything else I can film for you, do let me know because I want to get filming a lot more. Bye.